This is the second part of the queen rearing from the very beginning. Today we're going to quickly have a quick look at the mating nucs that we're going to be using this season. If you're watching on YouTube and you've not already subscribed to our channel, click on the subscribe, click on the bell, you'll get an email every time we do an update, and it really does help our channel. So what I said is today we're going to look at two of the mating nucs that we're going to be using this season in this series. If you've already got Apodias or Warhols or the Mini 6 nucs, don't go out and buy new stuff. There's no real need for it, but this is just what we're going to be using in this series. Now the reason why we're going to be using these two particular mating nucs, this is a Langstroth, that's the national version, is because we're looking at sustainability as well as the queen rearing. So come the end of the year, you're going to be able to overwinter both of these systems that we're going to be doing. You can overwinter the Apodias and the smaller mating nucs. This is just easier, and if you want to make increases, you can also make increases out of your mating nucs, and we all want more bees at the end of the day. As always, we've not been asked to use these, we've not been given these, I bought them out of my own pocket. So it's not a plug for these two particular nucs that we're going to use. It's just that I'm going to use these nucs because they suit the purposes that we want to do this coming season. So we'll start off with the this is a 3-frame Langstroth box. In the UK you can buy this from Arbello. I think if you're in the US, betterbee.com do these, or they'll do the 6-frame version, but this 3-frame version from Lyson, it comes with a top feeder as well, and then you can put your Langstroth frames in there. We're using plastic this year on these ones. The other good thing is with these is you can leave the queen in for an extended period. There's plenty of room for it to lay in, and if you want to make increases, you can seal frames as she's laid up in these. I do believe you get a better queen the more time that she gets to lay, rather than letting her lay an egg, pull that queen out and pop her in a hive or post her off, whatever you want to do with your queens. The longer you can leave them in, the better. In the smaller nucs, you're going to have problems with swarming if you leave them in too long, and also if we do in the UK anyway, if it does get too warm, you can get absconding because the smaller hives tend to overheat too much. With the larger hives, you've got more bees and they can get better ventilation through these. You're also going to want to buy an extra feeder if you're going to use this Langstroth version. The reason I say why you're going to want to buy an extra feeder is because we're going to make an eek out of that extra feeder. If you're handy with your hands, you can just make one out of wood that fits on, nice and cheap. I think these individual feeders you can buy in the UK for about £7.50, so you're okay there. And what I'll show you later on in another video is how to actually turn one of these into an eek. The reason why you're going to need an eek is because when it comes to overwintering these, you're going to want to feed fondant. And if you're going to be feeding fondant in these, once you take this feeder off, there's not a great deal of room in there to put a block of fondant. So you're just going to use one of these as an eek. That's going to cost you around, I think our bellows are, don't take me at my word at this, I think they're £30–35, and I think you buy the feeders separately. They come in blue and green. I think they may also do them in unpainted as well, so if you want to do them a different colour, you can do, but these do come pre-painted. coffee number 8. This one's from BS Honey. We did an early video of this particular box in BS Honey. Why we're going to use this is because a lot of people are on national, and as you know now, it comes with the feeder with a plug in it. You can take that plug out in the winter and put your fondant in there, so you're fine with that. It's also divided into 2 sections, so you've got 2 3-frame nucs in there. An entrance at the front, an entrance at the back. Come winter time, pull out this dividing board, you've got a 6-frame nuc to take through the winter. These will overwinter extremely well. They are so dense, it's a polystyrene. But they're the 2 that we're going to use in this series. If you've already got, or you want to use the Apodias or the Warhols or the Mini 6, feel free to use them. It's your choice at the end of the day. But as I say, this way we're going for sustainability, so that you can put your queens in there, get them mated, get them laying up. You can steal frames a brood out of these to make up other nucs, to strengthen weaker hives and to overwinter. Now, the reason why it's a really good idea to overwinter these is, all being well, they get through the winter, as if you do everything right, they should do. You're not going to have to start all over again restocking your mating nucs next season. They're going to be there and ready to go. All you've got to do with this one, put your divider board in, take your mated queen out that you've already got. She can go into another hive. She can be sold if you've got lots and lots of these. Pop 2 virgins in and away you go. With this one, you're just going to have the 1 queen to take out, and pop your virgin again, and you're all set for the following season. Also, if you've got any horses, you can start making increases out of these too, and that's why it's sustainable. You're not going to have to go out and buy more bees. If you're running a large operation and you're using lots and lots and lots of mini mated nucs, if you're working out from a package of bees, if you bought a package of bees to stock your mated nucs with, 1 package of bees would probably fill 10 mated nucs, so that's just over 1 kilo of bees. If you were doing 50 mated nucs in a season, you need 5 packages of bees. If you work out, I think in the US $127, in the UK anything between 140 and 170 pounds for a package of bees, it's going to cost you a lot of money to get 50 60 mating nucs up and running. This way it's going to cost you nothing, as long as you look after these and get them through the winter. As I said, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. It really does help the channel if you click on that subscribe button. Any comments, you can leave them below in the comments below. The next video that we're going to do, we're going to cover the grafting tools that we're going to use in this series, and lighting. Lighting's really important for when you're grafting. Even if you've not got the best eyesight in the world and you need glasses or a magnifier of some sort, getting good quality light onto those frames and onto those larvae is going to make that so much easier.